Now tell me who got my back.
I got my back.
And when it comes to being strapped,
I got my back.
and when it's time for phone,
I got my gas.
and when I bump a batch,
I got my hat.
now tell me who got my back.
I got my back.
I be the not joking, hot smoking, hot poking player. Bad to the bone, I'm getting chills like Sam Malone. I rock the mic just like a cradle. Simply cause I'm able, if a sucker wants some funk, I'll build the punk like a potato. Not saying that I'm a gangster, but about the streets I know a lot. It's me, the sucker's mug like the Reuben soda pop. It doesn't need the trip because my niggas got my back. Never coming whack, because we doping in some crack, but that was vital. Then when I meet a girl just like the crackers, I say hi ho. What's up to all my partners on the 5-0? But back to the sign of the times like 7-Eleven, cause I'm leaving suckers back in wonder years. Like Kevin, cause I'm crisp and clean, no caffeine. Favorite color's green. Never had the black because I used the Listerine, but I cash checks, half sex, always used the latex. George Marciano couldn't guess what I'ma say next, cause I'm in control like Janet. Before I bought a car, I used to ride the AC Transit. I eat a turkey sandwich for my lunch or brunch. Then I down a glass of punch. No, my name is not the Brady, but you know I got a bunch of the rum to leave you smiling. Listen to the styling, the flavor of the maker, the T, the or the A, the E. I'm never late cause I'm great. Suckers try to underestimate, but like a perm I set them straight. Now when it comes to being strapped,
I got my back.
and when it's time for phone,
I got my gas.
and when I bump a batch,
I got my hat.
now tell me who got my back.
I got my back.
Now when it comes to being strapped,
I got my back.
and when it's time for phone,
I got my gas.
and when I bump a batch,
I got my hat.
now tell me who got my back.
I got my back.
And what the hell? Listen to my tale, yo, as I flow. Growing up was harder than the nipples on a high hoe. At the age of 12, I hit the bomb. I guess it kept me calm. While I used to cruise just like time in my Buick, but it was too quick for the popo. It was a photo, but I was always riding solo, copping quarters to half. The zips of the cola had the cream and not the soda. Plus I had the motor, so I started moving hoes. Only gaining, never losing hoes. Bought a LTD with cruising bows and was riding through the big O. A town where pimps and players never giggle. So I started acting like a sicko and started catching cases. Going and forth from Broadway, having to take out my shoelaces. Seeing hella faces that I never ever saw. But like Manubal, I was standing tall. Went from forth from Broadway to the hall like Arsenio. A place where busters wanna claim a block like the video. Got released in pockets with some skinny, so it's time to make my scratch like a cat. But I gotta watch my back for the cops and robbers that's out the jack. Now when it comes to being strapped,
I got my back.
and when it's time for phone,
I got my gas.
and when I bump a batch,
I got my hat.
now tell me who got my back.
I got my back.
Now when it comes to being strapped,
I got my back.
and when it's time for phone,
I got my gas.
and when I bump a batch,
I got my hat.
now tell me who got my back.
I got my back.
Now I'm living major, then bought 2 Skylarks, a Z28, no pager. Like Rodney, I was in the field of danger. It happened on a Thursday afternoon. I was high just like the moon. My partner Reg was hooking up my tune, so I can blast, but they can't task. They ran off in my house and found 5,000 in cash and searched my ass. Name was never by, but I was hoping they wouldn't find my doping. Next thing you knew, the boys in blue was scoping in my trunk. I tried to get a grip, I didn't trip, and now I slipped. The scoping in my trunk, they found 2 zips. So it was no more happy days like Fonzie, cause then I went to court and the judge tried to wash me like some laundry. So now I'm feeling blue just like a grip about the flip, just like a patty. I should've listened to my mom and daddy, but I didn't. Now I gotta pay the consequences, cause I'm sitting in jail, reminiscing, listening to these suckers talking crap about how much they done stacked. They put on an act, man, they put on an act, but now I'm maxed out. Did a bullet and got my ass out, smoked me a blunt and almost passed out. Now when it comes to being strapped,
I got my back.
and when it's time for phone,
I got my gas.
and when I bump a batch,
I got my hat.
now tell me who got my back.
I got my back.
Now when it comes to being strapped,
I got my back.
and when it's time for phone,
I got my gas.
and when I bump a batch,
I got my hat.
now tell me who got my